Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to give you a quick snapshot on some ideas, global ideas maybe, on the care market. And thank you very much for the invitation. I'd like to briefly to start with a snapshot from the care market. And basically, the good news is in Europe, there are still jobs with high demand. But on the other hand, unfortunately, with a lack of people want to work in this topic. And the problems in the care market are like, we call it 3Ds. On the one hand, you heard it all day long, that the demographics, the population gets older and older. Taking the numbers from Germany, within the next 10 years, we're going to have a lack of 150,000 nurses in Germany, so positions, and no one can or want to work in this position. And the reason is because there's a certain disinterest. It's not sexy to work as a nurse in the healthcare sector, unfortunately, and young people don't want to work there. So at the end, the old have to care for the older, and there are solutions for that. Solutions, or like I call it buttons. There are basically 4 different buttons we could press. One is appreciation. That means we should improve the image of the work and the job profile of a nurse. It's sexy to work there. They have perspective, career trajectories. In general, like the appreciation from the society towards the healthcare system could be improved and should be improved. The second is participation. I have the vision there should be more done as a, for instance, part-time employment, getting mothers back into work. This is well known, or another point is getting the employment over 50 years old nurses again back in the job, because they have experience, they could share this, and they could, on a domestic level, solve this. Or the point, attractivity, again, has to be sexy to work as a nurse in the healthcare system. Otherwise, we heard it today, more and more people get older, we have to take care of them, but we have a lack of trained professional workers to do that. And as well, we might think about a solution abroad, a foreign solution. And there are several regions in the world where we could help this. One is, of course, intra-European, where we have like different regions where there are not enough jobs to work as a nurse in other regions, and they could migrate to that. And of course, Europe is not the only region in the world. There's outside European migration possibilities as well. So taking, for instance, South Asia. In South Asia, there are hundreds of thousands of trained people being able to migrate, to speak, and to work as a nurse, and have the ability and the culture to do that. To give you maybe again a snapshot for Germany, today 70,000 foreign nurses work in Germany, but this wouldn't be enough to fill the gap of 150,000 open positions. We would need to triple this number in order just to fill the gap, to have like qualified workers in that. But maybe this is one solution, one piece in the puzzle to solve this issue of having qualified nurses in the market. And we conducted a study, and we identified 5 factors what to do, or why these are hurdles to get foreign nurses in the market. This is generally probably applicable to all European countries. Basically, there are 5. One is culture. Every region, every country has a different culture. And being aware that like some have different hierarchies in different countries, taking again Asia, coming from Asia to either Belgium or to Germany or Austria, wherever, they have different hierarchies. They have different yes-saying culture or no-saying cultures. They have different rituals. the distance, the private distance to a sick person or an older person is different. And we have to be aware, and the solution could be, it needs a prep course, a preparation course before being deployed to the target country. Another one is language. Coming from a foreign country, it's definitely necessary to speak the language of the destination. What we agree, or what we realized, on a European level, we have certain language levels identified, and one is B2. That's an already advanced language level, and this is the minimum standard a nurse should have in order to work in a good quality in the new country. And of course, like a third one is integration. It's not like ordering shoes in the internet. It's not good. We are talking about people. People need to be integrated, and this is a big learning topic within like all companies where we help and where we talk to, helping new employees as well from different countries to integrate in the new situation, country, city, employer is necessary in order to have a success here. And a big topic is qualification. Every region in the world have different standards on healthcare. So it's not even within the European Union to have the same standards. Outside of Germany, for instance, there's a huge academic approach for nursing, whereas in Germany it's very practical oriented. Taking now different regions like Asia, like the States, like Africa, it's totally different. There are other industries where there might be a kind of vision or copy where, taking for the maritime standard, a captain is always a captain, an engineer is always an engineer, or a roommate is always a roommate because they are trained, they have global standards. So there might be a vision to have this as a standard on a applicable standard for healthcare topics as well. And of course, like the biggest topic we identified as well is as a hurdle for immigration is us. We have to be open, we have to be willing to accept that other cultures work with us in our home country and understand what the hurdles mentioned before or how they could be solved. And basically, we try to adapt a lot of modules to get global workforce mobility as an answer for healthcare topics. So our vision is, and what we started is, we could imagine nurses going from one country to another to have like career trajectories in order to have like an answer to different economic problems and macroeconomic developments in different countries. So having a demographic issue in one region is not the same as another. Taking, for instance, the Philippines, where there are huge numbers of young people, and they are willing to migrate to other regions. They are qualified, they are open, and they have a mentality to help and to serve. And giving them the right combination and qualification to work in a different country could be a solution for that. And that's already the end for me. Two sentences, like who was talking to you. I'm the founder of Care.com Europe. We are actually a global company, the biggest marketplace, as Michael Schlenke mentioned before, for care in all regions. We're helping companies as well for like work-life balance topics, and what I mentioned before, we try to solve and give solutions for the nursing market as well. Thank you very much.